What is going on, YouTube? We are just getting started with a little Amazon FBA Q&A. We got the TikTok live right here. I always feel the need to show the phone. So here we go. We got the TikTok live. TikTok. We are live on YT and here. Him, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. How do you find your suppliers? Alibaba.com. You know what? It was another really refreshing thing to discuss with these guys is one of them has been in business for a while, like, not traditional business, I shouldn't say, but not like e-commerce, not like an Amazon business. And we're talking about all these people in like the different business models who do things wrong and then I'm going to make a video about this and want to blame external factors as to why they're not performing well. I might have to go on a rant about this at some point. I'm going to get to this other question. How many SKU launch if I want $50,000 business? I don't know. It could be one, it could be two, it could be three. There's not a one size fits all answer. It depends on how well the products that you launch do, how long you've had them launched. We have SKUs that do 50K, but then we have SKUs that do less than 50K. We have SKUs that do more. After I have an FNSKU labeled, downloaded, and sent to my supplier, put on the box, can I still edit my title? Yes, you can. But I'm going to go down this rant right now until we get some more questions. So feel free to ask questions, and I'll get to them as the rant goes. But I've talked about this before. I was talking about this a little bit on yesterday's live. Not everybody. I don't want to put any of you necessarily in the box. So when I say everybody, please know that I'm not necessarily talking about you. It's just the way I talk. Anyways. All these people want to start a business and they're all pumped up, right? You can learn, maybe you learned from somebody. Maybe you just started on your own. You're all pumped up. You're like, man, I see the results of other Amazon sellers, or maybe it's not even Amazon. Oh man, my buddy opened up a Chick-fil-A franchise. He's killing it. I'm so excited to do it. Boom, 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 boom. And face value, you're happy, but then people get into it. A problem arises, things don't go exactly the way that they thought, maybe they made a mistake, and all of a sudden everybody wants to blame the external factors. I am telling you this right now, if you do not have the type of mindset where if you were to, God forbid, get rear-ended while driving, and you don't take full accountability yourself, I'm using the most extreme example. If you aren't willing to take extreme accountability yourself and be like, you know what, I chose to leave the house at the time that I did. I chose to go the speed that I was driving. Of course, there's certain things I can't control, but there are some things that I can't. I was listening to an interview with Mr. Beast. It was a really good interview, to be honest. And yeah, anyways, I won't go down. Sometimes I get off topic. Anyways, listening to this interview, and he's talking about like this structure that a lot of actual companies use. He built this like little slide deck, 2020, when he was 20 something years old. And it's essentially like boils down to full accountability. People want to be like, oh, it's the algorithm. I posted the best YouTube video ever. And the algorithm just sucks. No. It's not the algorithm. It's not YouTube's fault. Your video just didn't perform well. Oh, I launched a product on Amazon and it's this person's fault because they told me about Amazon, or it's Amazon's fault because why would they not put my product on page one? Everybody needs a boogeyman, right? But what you'll very rarely hear is, I started this business, I didn't do X, Y, Z right, and that's why I'm in the position that I am today. How many times, it does happen, but very rarely, if people come into this live, for example, and they're like, oh, this happened, I'm running into this issue, or this happened, you don't really hear people taking accountability. They're like, oh, Amazon must be broken, FBA is a scam, Amazon takes all your money in FBA fees, this. Everybody needs a boogeyman. Ready for this? I'm running Facebook ads for one of my businesses, okay? Not the Amazon business. And we're playing around, we're testing different things, we have different funnels. Some of the ads didn't work. I've spent, and keep in mind, we're in the testing phase, so I'm not expecting to run to the bank. But on one of these new funnels, we've spent like 2 G's on ads, and it hasn't converted in the way that we want. Do I sit there and be like, man, it's Meta's fault. They're not putting my ads properly, this or it's the customer's fault. They just don't understand the product that I'm selling, or you know what I'm saying? There's a million excuses that I can make, but guess what? It's my fault. The market is the market is the market. The market is clearly telling me there's something within my funnel that is not going good. So I can blame Facebook, I can blame Instagram, I can blame the customer. It's all their fault. Just like so many people want to do in business. No, take accountability. If you're not willing to take accountability, like let's give an example. You launch a product on Amazon, you don't calculate your margins, or maybe let's actually say you do calculate your margins, but you're like, you know what, I'm not at 30%, I'm at 20%, but I think that this is I think I'll be good, right? But then all of a sudden you start running PPC ads, you're losing money, and then you want to blame Amazon. It's Amazon's fault. It's Amazon's fault why I'm not succeeding. No, it's not Amazon's fault. You decided to make the decision to launch the product with 20% margins. You looked at the market. You vetted the suppliers. You went through the process. And even right before you placed an order, you still had another opportunity to go look at the product. Should I get into this? Should I not? Everybody needs a boogeyman and wants to put blame on somebody else or an external factor. And I was just talking to my project manager about this. And to me, that's the most backwards thinking. Because if my ads aren't performing because it's Amazon's fault, or if my ads aren't performing because it's Meta's fault, or if my business can't be profitable because it's just built in, if you're doing FBA, it's impossible to be profitable. If all of those external factors were true, that's even scarier, right? Because now I can't even control it. There's nothing I can do about my ads to fix them. There's nothing that I can do about my funnel to improve it. There's nothing that I can do to fix it, right? Not in my case, though. What do you mean, Mish? And in everybody's case, in every single case, I'm telling you, if God forbid, but if you're driving down on the freeway and you get rear-ended, in that case, it is your fault. Take accountability. Of course, again, I'm using the extreme example there, but I'm telling you guys, when you learn to take full and utter accountability for your business, for your life, and you stop blaming these external factors. Yes, there are certain things in life that are out of your control, but most of the things are. An Amazon arbitrage seller saying, how can Amazon ban my listing? It's Amazon's fault. This was out of my control. And then you're like, well, did you submit Target or Walmart invoices? They're like, yeah, well, that's against Amazon's terms of service. And then they're like, yeah, but everybody told me to do it. It's your fault. You chose to do it. Which model is better or profitable? More profitable is private label. If I want to launch one product, how much money do I need to start? I'd say $3K USD minimum. How much money should I start with? I'd say $3K USD minimum. Remarkable. Thank you so much for the follow. Sorry, y'all. I had to go on that rant really quickly because it's just important to understand. Yes, you have to get ungated for specific brands. If you have different box sizes with different dimensions and weight, how can I send to Amazon? Do I need separate shipping plans? You can either do a separate shipping plan, or when you're creating your shipping plan, there is I forgot the exact name of what it's called, but there's a little drop down when you're doing your quantity and filling out your shipping template. There's a drop down that you can click, and then that will let you create another, under the same shipment, a different box size. Mima, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. What do you sell? All types of products, but for obvious reasons, I do not share the exact products that I sell. Arbitrage is a good model. People make it work. It's not my favorite business model. Do you use QuickBooks by any chance, brother? I do. I started private label, shipped 75 units today. Let's go, Fidelina. Congratulations. I love that. As long as no one mentions Section 8. Sup, bro? What up, CC? Mentoring or not mentoring, I had to teach myself when I paid $3,500 and not much coaching. That is unfortunate. Okay, this is where we're gonna get into like conversation that most people might not like, but we're gonna have it. You have two sides of this coin that you just said, because yes, it's very unfortunate if you got a program and then you don't get taught in that program, right? It's like that's kind of an external factor that maybe you can't deal with, but it's still full accountability. You chose to go with that it's kind of like somebody who goes to Harvard, but then you don't like the curriculum at Harvard. You chose to go to that school. You chose, you know what I'm saying? Like all of the steps, you still have to take accountability. This is what I'm saying about the getting rear-ended. If you get rear-ended, of course, there's external factors that are outside of your control, but you chose to go in, drive the speed that you were driving. You chose to leave at the minute, the millisecond that you decided to, which is probably the reason why you were in the position to get rear-ended. Again, I understand that I'm giving an extreme version of that scenario, but it is taking accountability, right? And then what do you do with that? Is it now, okay, I throw my hands up and I'm a victim because now I have to, and I did see your other comment, by the way. You said you're teaching yourself. So props to you, Mish. And I am sorry that happened to you for sure. But you know what I'm saying? And now you have to play the cards that are dealt. Is it, okay, I'm a victim, which I know that you just said that you're not, but I'm just speaking generally here. It's like, am I a victim? And okay, boo-hoo, this is my scenario. So now I don't go sell on Amazon, or now I give up on my dream and now I don't do this. No. Everything, or not everything, because, you know, unfortunately there's things like, you know, disease or, you know, an accident and things like that are out of our control. Those are the things that, you know, when they happen, it's like that's life. But these other things, like with business and our choices that we make and how we choose to approach something, like for example, somebody launches a product and then that product doesn't do good. Nobody was like, I can't even say this on TikTok the way that I want to because of TOS, but like nobody had you at GON point and was like, you have to launch this product, right? It's like, okay, well, I looked at the market. I chose my differentiator. I created my listing. I did my launch strategy, and here we are. When you decide, when that clicks is I think when you will have, when, you know, you unlock the mindset to really see success. Mark, what's up, brother? But would it make sense to try Amazon FBA if I have 8K saved up? I'm 19. If Amazon FBA was something you're interested in, yeah. Do you do OA? No, I do private label. Mark, I'm going to skip that question just because I know you're trolling me, but what up, my guy? Good to see you. Sosa, thank you for the follow. Can you do FBA and private labeling? FBA is a shipping, is like a shipping form, a form of shipping. So FBA is fulfilled by Amazon. Amazon ships the product. FBM is fulfilled by merchant. The merchant, or you, are the one who sends the product. So yes, FBA can be private label. FBA can be all the business models on Amazon. At 5K likes, let's do something. For example, go over differentiating a product. 5K likes and 50 shares, and I got y'all. Let's do it. Yo, brother, what do I do? I've been waiting months for my verification to stop pending. Your Amazon verification? Which softwares do you use for product research? Helium 10. True. Yes. Yeah, they chose my product and they told me to buy 500 units. So now I gotta hustle. Like, I mean, we already dived into it, so I don't want to like keep picking on this. Obviously not picking on you, Misha, but like I don't want to keep focusing on your comments. But to the point that I just said, like even then, like you looked at the product market. There, you there wasn't somebody at your spots forcing you to launch it. You looked at it. I think 500 units is a little hefty, but still, like one of my students today, I'm going to tell this story. This is a fresh story from literally just today. We got on a call. This student launched 3 products before joining my mentorship. He joined my mentorship specifically for the like PPC Masterclass and my take on PPC. I really, really loved this student's mindset. It was my first time actually speaking with them. And they said that they showed me their campaigns and I saw that they were horrendous. And I told them that. They were like, yeah, I learned this from I joined another program and we discussed who it was. And, they had on a phrase campaign. And they told me that I can make a video about this, also why I'm sharing it. So they're going to send me a screenshot. I'm going to blur out all their account information and campaign names. And I'm going to make a video so you guys can actually see. But there were phrase campaigns. Also, sorry, Mr. Amazon FBA, I'm going to get to your question next on the YT chat. But there was phrase campaigns that had $10 cost per clicks. And I just thought that was insane. But that being said, I was like, yeah, the advice that you got about PPC was not good advice. But what I absolutely loved, he's like, yeah, man, but at the end of the day, like I still chose to do it. I still set the bids. I still launched the campaigns. And so he even like, I'm not this type of person. Like when I make the video about his account, I'm not even going to mention the other person by name whose program he was in. That's not my vibe. That's not my MO. But when we were talking about it, he's like, yeah, man, like, I don't want you to think it's necessarily their fault because I have to take accountability. And I was the one who decided to follow this strategy. I launched the campaigns, I set the CPCs, and that's a winning mentality. That's how you win. Because now he's going to, he's going to optimize, he's going to make some adjustments, and there we go. I appreciate your upfront honesty, of course. Hi, Luke. How do you deal with waiting for compliance for a long time? Make another case with Amazon. I just bug Amazon. CC, Mark, thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate y'all. Remember, any questions that y'all have about selling on Amazon, we're going to get to Mr. Amazon's in the YT chat. TikTok thinks. Here's like competing for the badge. I don't even understand the live badge, but I'm wondering if I really need to buy a UPC from GS1 if I already got approved for my GTIN exemption. No, you don't, Mr. Amazon. You're good to go, my friend. Good to go. That's the whole point of a GTIN exemption is you're exempt from needing a GTIN. What's the longest you've waited for compliance, if you don't mind? Like an approval test or something? I've waited like a month before. We just dealt with it. I made a couple videos about it. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with Amazon. Just make a case, and if anything, request for an internal team to review the case. I would call them. It just makes life easier than having to wait hours and hours for a response. At least you get it, in motion right off the bat. Is 1,700 full accounting too much for an S corp? 250K gross. Is that including them? Is that a CPA including your yearly filing? Just started selling FBM. They taking so long. So much time for my first payout. Is that normal? Yes. First payout takes a while. And it's also, you also have to deal with the account level revenue, which is now deferred payments. Yep. They go through all my statements. I think that's a pretty fair price, to be honest. That's just my opinion. As long as they're a good CPA and they know what they're doing. I keep my CPA more or less the same, and that's just for filing. But that's also for corporate. For personal, it's less. I've been currently waiting for a month and a half. Is that normal? It shouldn't take that long, but I would, like I said, I would create a case and ask them to review it and say, hey, I've been waiting a month. Do you sell in Canada? We have some products in Canada. Yeah. We mainly focus on the US. And also, do you guys want me to, what do you guys think of me documenting the journey of me taking an existing brand onto another e-commerce platform? We have one of the brands that we have yet to introduce. Well, it's on Shopify, but we've yet to go like full-fledged into Shopify. So we're thinking I'm thinking maybe I document that. Obviously not going to share the brand name or anything. If I don't have my brand name in my title, can I still put my brand name on my product packaging? Yes, but you should put it in your title. Technically, Amazon wants you to have it there. I created 2 case and I also told them how long I've been waiting and made a forum, but they also say wait. I would ask them to escalate it to an internal team. Say something like, hey, my shipment's on the way and I need the product available in Netflix. Wait, what do you mean in Netflix? Appreciate y'all sharing the live. Also, user 23, shout out to you, my friend. I be seeing you always liking, always commenting on all the videos, and always sharing the lives. A lot of y'all, I be seeing that, but the red in the profile picture is always stands out, so I be seeing it. So I appreciate you. It's all love, and for real, like it does mean a lot. How much capital should I start with? I'd say at least 3K minimum. 5K likes, 50 shares. What do you guys want? You guys choose. You guys got the likes, so. If you were to start all over with zero to little money, how would you begin? I would sell products around my house on eBay. And I'm not even kidding. Like to the T, this is what I would do. I would sell products around my house on eBay. I would flip them. And if it was still not enough capital to start, I would take that money and go to garage sales and, thrift stores. And I would buy products of value that I think I can flip on eBay. The eBay game is fairly straightforward. If you see an item, you look it up on eBay. You can literally take a picture and search it by picture on eBay. You could set a filter, recently sold. You can see how much they sold for. Let's say you saw a product at a garage sale or a thrift store that was $5, but it recently sold on eBay for $40. Boom, $35 profit. You rinse and repeat that process until you have enough capital to start. That is exactly what I would do. Hello, Luke. What up, Maki? Good to see you. How to differentiate a product. All right, you guys want differentiation? My coach suckered me into telling me my first month I will be on the first page. Totally not. This is, Mish, this is something that I don't know if you've heard me talk about. I would get so many more people. Hear me when I say this. I would probably have double the amount of students. I mean, I only take on an X amount of students every month because I don't want the program to be too saturated with students because everyone has direct access to me and that would become too much to manage at some point. So we, take on a tight knit group. That being said, I would be double the size, the program, if I was like that. Here's the thing. There's not a single person on this planet. God is the only one who can guarantee you anything in this world. There's not a single person on this planet who can guarantee you that you'll be on page 1 at the start. There's no guarantees in business. So when people come into my live and say, will I make $10,000 within X amount of time? I say, maybe you could, but maybe not, right? Because you can't guarantee anything in business. If I don't have Amazon brand registry currently, do private label? Should I put my brand name in my title? You can. Is Amazon incentivizing new sellers because they need more of them? Yes. Hey, Luke. What up, Richard? What up, Luke? How you doing? Doing good, Jag. Good to see you. You are honest person. I appreciate you. I try to be transparent in everything. My losses, my mistakes, what to do, what not to do. The reality of starting a business. And I'm not the flashy content guy. Again, I would have I'd have triple the amount of followers, and double the amount of students, triple the amount of students if I was flashy. But I always appreciated the people who were like the most analytical on their content, the ones whose content actually, like, there's two sides. There's the content where you see the lifestyle and you wish you could have that lifestyle, and that's what attracts you to the business. And then there's the content that actually teaches you, the fundamentals, where if you're successful, you could potentially achieve that lifestyle. A lot of factors in that, of course, but still, information does not sell as much as the lifestyle that it achieves. How much capital do you recommend to start? 3K, taxes you can. What do you mean? Did Adam tell you about Darren Campbell, North Ireland? He did not, but I will ask him about that. Or I will ask him about Darren. Oh, event taxes got my hair thinning dog, so might just have look through everything. Oh, bro, don't let taxes stress you out. I say that as somebody who lets taxes stress them out. Well, not literally. I'm just joking with that. Yeah, we'll do differentiation right now, CC. I got you. But if you have a good CPA and you do things by the book, and you just it's a lot less overwhelming. There was a year where I was really stressing about taxes, like really stressing, because I was like, dang, I don't think I did enough for write-offs this year. And he said yapping until 10K. Oh, okay, got you. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Darn it. Anyways, let's do differentiation. When are you taking students? It's the beginning of the month, so we're taking on new students at the moment. Applications are open. Slots are fully reset. Let's do live differentiation. Best beginner CC to buy inventory. I don't really like recommending credit cards. It's like kind of murky waters because it's like financial advice. What I will say, what am I doing here? Sorry. What I will say is get one that earns you good points if that's your goal, right? I use some higher end, more expensive credit cards with a few $100 yearly fees, but I think I spend like $3,000 a year just in credit card annual fees. But you don't necessarily need to do that. There's a lot of credit cards. Chase has good ones. In my experience, let me rephrase. I've never used Chase, but from what I've heard, Chase has some good ones. In my experience, Capital One, Amex, but then when you start talking Amex, you're talking some higher fees, but then some higher rewards. I was looking at into X2 for CPAs. Have you heard of it? I have not. I use Chase and Amex. Yeah, most people that I know kind of stick with the three Chase, Amex, and Capital One. The thing to consider is, again, you guys have to decide what's best for you. What product do you guys want to differentiate? You guys have to decide what's best for you. But like, I spent tens of thousands of dollars on like my Delta Amex, and then I regretted that because now I have like $250,000 Delta Sky miles that aren't transferable. But if those were just regular Amex points or Capital One points or Chase points, I can transfer them. And I'm into traveling, so like, and I think it's fun. Like the point thing is like weirdly fun to me. So, I like finding some good little travel hacks and stuff, and then you transfer over some points. Well done, man. Do you have any advertising spend to generate this level of sales? Yes, we do run ads. Whatever you want to go over. I mean, you guys choose. I'll let you guys choose a product. We'll do live differentiation here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. How many products do you have, including variations? 40 plus. Anybody have any product suggestions, or do you guys want me to decide? I think it's more fun when you guys decide, but I'll decide if no one has any suggestions. Water bottle. All right, let's do it. I think that one's fun. Let's do water bottle just because it's a Pampers. Ooh, that's actually a fun one too. I like doing hard differentiation products because like when you can learn to differentiate a product where most people are like, how could you differentiate diapers, or how could you differentiate a water bottle? Then products where like it's easier to differentiate becomes a lot more fun. Dude wipes. Should we do, I think that one would be pretty hard. Like baby wipes would be pretty hard to differentiate. So that one would be fun. Let's do that. Baby wipes or diapers. Water bottle would probably be more valuable, but those two would be a little fun. I'll let you guys choose. Water bottle, diapers, or baby wipes. We'll differentiate one of those. Okay, stop throwing more products because that one would be fun too. Coffee would be fun too. We got to pick one. Everyone's got to agree. Water bottle, diapers. Water bottle. You did water bottle. I've done water bottle before. Okay, then let's do one I haven't done. Sorry, revote. Coffee, baby wipes, or diapers. Coffee, baby wipes, diapers. Coffee, drop it in the chat. Let's get like 7 comments, and then that'll be the vote. Diapers, coffee. Okay, so far coffee and diaper are tied. We need some. Okay, diapers is up. So far, diapers is winning. Only if it's old people diapers. Stop, Mark. You're giving too many suggestions. No, I'm just playing, Mark. Okay, diapers. Let's do it. I think this will be fun because I actually usually when we just, as soon as we say a product, I'm like, oh, I already know how I would differentiate that one. This one, we're going to see. Let's see. YouTube, can you guys see the screen share here? I'm going to flip the top camera around in a second. Depends. Mo, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Yes. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. So, business, thank you for the follow. We got diapers here. So first thing that we are going to do is pull up our handy dandy Helium 10 X-ray extension. Is that better? I feel like it's out of the way, right? The dashboard. Cool. Okay, so we're going to pull up our Helium 10 X-ray extension. Actually, before we do that, we're going to go through, we're going to kind of get a feel of the market here, right? Because it's a little easier to view the products. It's really annoying to do this holding the phone, but let's do it. So we have, first thing that I'm noticing is one caveat, I would never go into a market like this. So we're just playing around doing differentiator ideas because you're going up against behemoths like Huggies, too competitive or too established of competition in this market. Anyways, so we're going to get a feel. I do private label. We're just going over differentiators. Also, YouTube, I can't see the YouTube chat if you guys are saying anything while I'm screen sharing. All right, so as we go through the market, we're going to notice a few things. First thing that I notice is we have different pack sizes, okay? Another thing that you're going to notice is you probably have adult diapers, kid diapers, right? Because we just looked up generic, okay? We also have, we'll probably notice that some are going to be made out of like different materials. I'm assuming there's going to be like extra absorption and things like that. All right, more flexible type. Okay, there's, you know, we even see some here. These are like specific for nighttime. Let's keep going through. Again, we're just trying to get a feel for the market on this phase. Let's see. So again, we have, you know, you have 100 packs, you have 80 packs, you have 70 packs. These are licensed because you have like the character type diapers. We have things like, okay, I think we kind of have a feel. No, not reusable diapers, bro. I did see a product on Amazon, no joke, reusable toilet paper. You wash it. I think that should be a crime. That's crazy. Anyways. All right. So now we're going to pull up Helium 10 X-ray extension. We're going to hide sponsored products here. And then we are going to organize this by parent level revenue. I'm going to look at the screen through my phone screen. So like, anyways, and now we're going to start going through here. Actually, whoops. We're going to start going through here and we're going to open other listings and other tabs. YouTube, you're still with me? You guys can see YouTube. Say what up to TikTok. TikTok, say what up to YouTube. Okay. And now we're going to start going through and looking at the market. So we see the top seller here is an 84 or 80, a pack of 84 diapers, right? And then I would also go through and I'd start looking at like what material do they use? What's the fit? Is this like a loose fit? Is it the flexible one? What's the material, right? Because kind of like toilet paper, you have 2-ply, you have extra soft, you have 1-ply, all the different types. Diapers more or less is the same. Okay, so we have this, we see the 80 pack on that first top seller. So now we're going to go to our second one. Oh wait, is this the second one or the first one? Yeah, this is the second one. Okay, so we got another 80 pack. I'm going through here and I am going to, I want to figure out like things like the material. For time's sake, I'm not literally going to go through all of that, but we're going to get the gist of what I mean. Okay, chill, bro. So we're going to go through material, size are things that I would look at. Let's see. I don't love these listings. I also don't love how many images. It's kind of like when there's too many options on a menu. Luke's never seen the show Extreme Sheepskate. Oh man, I mean, I'm not saying people wouldn't do it. I'm just saying that's just wild to me. So now we're going to open up another tab here. Oh, these are some adult diapers. So this is underwear. I don't think this is appropriate to show. Let's go to a different one. Hold on. Let's go to this one. That one threw me off a little bit. All right, now we got these. This isn't diapers, okay? So we actually have to make sure that what we're looking at is relevant to here. Those are wet wipes. Let's look at someone besides Huggies. Well, I guess the whole page is going to be Huggies and Pampers, right? So let's go back here. Okay. So let's open up this in a new tab. And as I'm doing this, I'm taking notes, right? So I'm seeing, okay, all of these sellers who are making 10K plus a month, how many of them have an 80 pack? How many of them have a 70 pack? How many of them are the, you know, ultra soft material? How many of them are the, oops, sorry, YT, hold on, let me fix this. How many of them are little movers? Yeah. How many of them are two ply or extra layered? Okay. So I'm getting a feel for the market in that sense. We see like this one is 96 diapers. And as I compile my list, I'm going to do that. Let's go back to this tab. I would do that for every seller who was making 10K plus a month. Obviously, on this one, it's almost all of them. I would do that for every seller who's making 10K plus a month. And I would start to segment the data. So, 10 out of 30 sellers who are making 10K plus a month have an 80 pack. 15 out of 30 sellers who are making 10K plus a month have a 90 pack. And then 5 out of 30 sellers making 10K plus a month have a 50 pack. Okay, so now I have the data on what sizes perform best. Okay, and then you guys are crazy. You guys are funny in the comments. Anyways, and then I would go through, so material, size, pack size, and then maybe there's one seller who's performing good who has, maybe they're the only ones who have the ultra soft and ultra comfort type material, and you see they're doing good. So now you take the top size that you see in the market. Okay, I'm going to do that for my listing, or maybe I can even improve, add a little bit more. Like let's say the 90 pack performed the best, 96 pack. You're like, okay, for numbers sake, I'll do 100 or 102. And then you're like, okay, well, I see that everybody has the ultra soft type material. Those ones do the best. So, okay, now I'm going to have the best pack size. Now I'm going to have the most popular material. And then let's say, what else do we have on this one? I wish I kind of had the feel for the actual material, because again, I'm sure that specific materials, specific fits perform better than others. And then I would go with those and essentially combine all of the top sellers here into one hybrid listing. It would be unique to the market because no one would necessarily, let's say, have a 102 pack that was also ultra soft and was also like a little movers where it's flexible, things like that. Meanwhile, all of those differentiators in the market individually perform well. But my listing, especially if I am price competitive, is going to be a much more attractive offer in the market, and actually just it's going to be a product in the market. So does that make sense? Black screen, great. Well, I guess all the switching around did it, but hopefully you guys got the gist there. Okay, you guys are funny in the chat, but yes, I do agree with you, Mark. I think that somebody explained it to me like this: if you got a little doo-doo on your hand, would you just wipe it off with a paper towel and go about your day? No, you would wash it off. Meanwhile, we just people just use a little paper towel or tissue paper. Anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. But yes, bidet all the way for the win. How would you price it to be competitive? Okay, let's go back. Hold on. Let's share the screen again. I won't do too many tabs, so let's do it here. Hold on. YouTube, can you guys see? Not a black screen. Are we good? I've been selling on Amazon since 2019, like my full-time career since 2020. Okay, YT, can you guys see? You guys good? Can I get a yes in the chat? Yeah, we're good. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's switch this around, YouTube. Okay. So let's organize this now by, where's my mouse? There it is. Let's organize this by price. So let's say that we were coming in and launching a 90 pack, and we saw that a majority of the 90 packs were selling for around $50 to $65. Okay. Well, if I was going to launch also like a 96 pack or even a 102 pack, something that was more, but not significantly more, well, I wouldn't want to be priced at $75, $85, $95, especially if the differentiators don't justify that price. And so I would want to be in line. I would want to be in line with where the rest of the market was, even with my differentiations. So that's what I mean by price competitive. And you would achieve that by negotiating with your supplier and making sure that you calculate your profit margins before placing a bulk order with your manufacturer. Bro, give me one winning product. I only provide product selection to my mentorship students. What's up, Luke? Hope your day's been going good so far. It has been a great day. My favorite is little flavor. Guys, what are you saying in the live right now? Oh, you're funny. But hope that brings some context on differentiating, adding value to the market. You should not just go click copy and paste on what everybody else is doing, but do exactly that. I literally just did this with a new product that we're launching. If you guys want to bear with me for like 30 seconds, I'm going to change some information here so you don't actually know the product that I'm launching. But I want to show you guys what I mean by like segment everything, right? So let me copy and paste this and make sure that I do not share any. How do I do this? Okay, so I'm going to just make things up, right? And then make sure hold on. The camera is turned to the screen. Wait. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, you had me tripping out real quick. I was like, no, it's not. Even if it was, it would just be like facing the screen. Anyways, let's say 20 packs. And then we'll say our red. Hey, bro, do you teach how to do Amazon FBA? I do. And then we'll say our blue. And then have marker bonus item. We'll just make that up. And then 9 including 10K month. And then our, hold on, bear with me. This is going to be worth it because I actually don't think I can show this on YouTube because it doesn't let me share document pages. 10 packs. Guys, are you still talking about this? Hey, bro, I do teach that. What percentage of your sales spent on ads? On this account, 8%. Hey, bro. Yeah, bro, no worries. We will like up the live while you do the thing. Nice. I appreciate that. Can you talk about Amazon package limit size? Is it really 50 centimeters? Is 50 centimeters 25 inches? If so, then yes. Trying to keep engagement going. I appreciate that, Mark. I don't know how much feces chat keeps engagement going, but our 10 packs. Adam, thank you so much for the follow. 8% is fantastic. ROAS. Yes, 100%. You guys are funny. Okay. Our 20 packs. Like, this is how in depth I'm going. marker bonus item. Okay. One question, how to find this product in this category? What category? In what category? One FBA, one of my items in a bundle, I realized that the material is the wrong type. I didn't get sample and now production is almost done. Not sure what to do. What do you mean it's the wrong type? Like they used the wrong type on the product for manufacturing? How would that have happened? Okay, let's make sure that I didn't accidentally mess this up and add something. Okay, YouTube, I can't see the chat right now. Bear with me. I'll read this all out loud. So we see this document, right? And this is like how I'm segmenting data and coming up with my differentiators. So let's say that I went through the market and I noticed 14 out of 20 sellers who make 10K plus a month are a 10 pack. And then 6 out of 20 sellers who make 10K plus a month are a 20 pack. And then 7 out of 20 sellers who make 10K plus a month are red. 13 out of 20 sellers who make 10K plus a month are blue. 3 out of 20 sellers who make 10K plus a month have a marker bonus item. I just made that up. 9 out of 31 sellers under 200 reviews make 10K plus a month. 15 out of 31 sellers under 200 reviews make 5K plus a month, includes sellers that make 10K plus a month. 6 out of 9 sellers under 200 reviews that make 10K plus a month are 10 packs. 3 out of 9 sellers under 200 reviews make 10K plus a month are 20 packs. 7 out of 15 sellers under 200 reviews who make 5K plus a month are 10 packs. 8 out of 15 sellers under 200 reviews who make 5K plus a month are 20 packs. 2 out of 11 sellers under 200 reviews who make 10K plus a month have a marker bonus item. So I'm segmenting the data exactly like that. And then I'm seeing like, okay, what, like on paper, what performs best in the market? And then from there, I am creating that hybrid and figuring out a way to differentiate. Slavic secret sauce. Yes, sir. You already know. But on that note, everybody, I appreciate all of y'all. If you guys like the lives, like the videos, and want access to the what I truly consider the Harvard of Amazon FBA private label education, be sure to check out the AMZ Masterclass mentorship program in the TikTok bio. It's free to apply. And if you qualify for the program, you will be prompted to book a call with my team. I appreciate y'all. I hope everyone has a blessed weekend, blessed day. I'll, God willing, see y'all Monday and see you soon.